today it certainly didn't feel like fall. We are still in summer. Fall begins on Monday at about 1:19 in the afternoon. So today we made it to 96 degrees, and the normal this time of year has already dropped down to 88 degrees, but the record 99 from back in 97. So we were only a few degrees away from that. This is our DBU camera. We still have mostly sunny skies. It's still hot. We still have a fairly light wind. Right now 86 degrees in Waxahachie because we have had an isolated shower and storm kind of develop around there. 94 in McKinney, 93 in Greenville, 88 degrees right now in Sulphur Springs, and you can kind of see those rain and storms right around Sulphur Springs as well. But we started out with lots of sunshine, but with that peak heating of the day, we had clouds increase. Now, of course, those isolated showers and storms that have popped up. You can see the other one in between Burleson and Midlothian. We also have the other storm that's going to be just south of Waxahachie, but that continues to weaken, and it's not really moving a whole lot. I don't see any lightning with it anymore. We still have some lightning strikes in and around Commerce, and it looks like the storms around Sulphur Springs, those are going to continue to weaken as well. So everything will remain very isolated as we go throughout the rest of this evening. Eventually, after sunset, all the storms should pretty much go away. And then we're looking at mostly clear skies overnight tonight. Temperatures drop back down into the 70s. We're going to have a light south wind. Tomorrow morning, I think we're going to start out mostly sunny, just like today. But tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see those clouds increase later in the day with also some isolated showers and storms popping up with the heating of the day. So we're talking in between about 2, 4 o'clock, maybe even 5. But around sunset or so, even those storms will eventually go away. But for now, we are still tracking eventually the storm system coming in out of the northwest. That's going to swing a front through Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. It's going to stall out there for a couple of days. So the highest rain chances later this week will stay north of the Red River. But for now, we have at least a 30% coverage of some of these storms making it into North Texas. And we have another storm coming in behind that that's going to keep rain chances in our forecast. It looks like this weekend and into early next week. And this storm system eventually it moves out of here. But the good news is that ridge of high pressure backs off and temperatures look like they're going to stay in the 80s for a while. But tonight we're dropping down into the low to mid 70s, about 75 degrees overnight tonight in McKinney, 73 in Dallas, 72 tomorrow morning in Terrell, and then tomorrow afternoon temperatures make it back into the 90s. I know it says 71 degrees over in Graham because this particular model data is showing that we're expecting storms out that way, but I don't know about 71 degrees tomorrow. That's kind of pushing it. 95 though, McKinney, 93 in Terrell, 92 tomorrow afternoon in Corsicana. Overnight tonight, though, we are looking mostly clear. Temperatures drop down into the low 70s. And then tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny primarily with some isolated showers and storms later in the day. But for now, we're only going to call that about 10% coverage. We're still looking at a high of about 94 degrees. So it's still going to be pretty hot. But with the rain moving in on Friday, a cold front at least temporarily moving in, temperatures should be dropping down into the upper 80s for highs on Friday. We're back in the 90s this weekend. On Monday, we've got another chance of seeing some rain, and that's when fall begins again later in the afternoon. But it's not until Tuesday when that cold front now looks like it's going to be moving in. And with that cold front, temperatures should hold on into the 80s for a while. So it's going to be a fairly nice start to the State Fair of Texas. Jason, back to you.